My man, I'm here, So Unique TV. Very proud, very honoured. One of my favourite artists and a very dear friend as well. My man, Don E. Pleasure, bro, pleasure.
Likewise, man. Thanks for, interviewing me. It's nice to be here and, I'm just hanging out in the place with the So Unique crew.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was, it was a nice crowd down there. Loved the vibe, the whole, acoustic, semi-acoustic vibe. And I think that way you can hear the artist's voice more as well, the vocals come through more, so, good vibes, good vibe.
Yeah. Tonight, one of the things that struck me, or two things that struck me. Number one, I think, in terms of, and I don't use the term lightly, as a I can't say veteran because it makes you sound like an old man, and people see that you're an old man, but you have longevity within this profession. What do you think is the secret to your longevity?
The secret to it, to my longevity, gosh, I don't know, man. I've always just tried to keep it real, keep the music soulful, just do it from the heart, really, I suppose, And I've always tried to write songs that you can listen to in 10 years' time. Like, if you can still listen to your tune in 10 years' time, then that's like stuff like Michael Jackson, then you can keep listening to it because it's of that sort of caliber. Some stuff you can only listen to it for this month or maybe for this year, and then that's it. So I think I've tried to sort of just keep the music real, soulful, from the heart, really. Yeah.
You'd say as a UK artist, when you're here and you're practicing your craft in the UK, where do you find that you get the most love?
What you mean?
From the audiences.
Where do I find I get the most love? I mean, I do get a lot of love from when I do Jazz Cafe. I've guested a few shows at Jazz Cafe. Come On, did my own thing. Come On with Omar, Kindred. The love from that, that's some great love. But I tell you where I do get a lot of love is on the reggae scene. Like, I do a lot of shows. Like this year, I've done so many shows on the reggae scene.
The reggae scene.
Yeah, and they give me so much love. It's crazy, like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
The vibes you get from that. So, I don't know. This year, I don't know. This year, I don't know.
Okay, I know that you do one of your tracks that you do the Waiting in Vain, the Bob Marley track, and you did it again tonight. I mean, for me, out of all the stuff that I've ever heard you do, that's me. Maybe because I like a Bob Marley track, but the way you dealt with it, when you do that track to a reggae crowd, what happens?
I mean, it's the same reaction. They really love it, man, because it twists up their head too, because they know the tune. And then, the Lovers Rock guys were in the beginning trying to make soul. Really, it was like West Indians trying to make soul, but they couldn't quite get it, so they just kept the little reggae feel in there. So me, I've kind of grew up on the reggae thing, but also the gospel thing. So I've combined the two and just tried to sort of, make it a bit more soulful, but with the sort of reggae-esque vocal kind of thing. So I get a lot of love from them, from that.
Out of the current artists coming through, 2012, 2013, who's on Donny's iPod? Who's on your playlist? Is it? Because I mean, I know that certain times in the past, me and you have spoken about man like Hudson and Hathaway, the masters, Curtis Mayfield, but these guys from like the 70s and whatever. Who's at the New Jacks? Anyone?
Out of the New Jacks, it's really hard because my iPod, I'm still listening to Hudson and Donny Hathaway, still listening to Leroy Burgess. You know what I mean? I'm still doing the old school thing. But I mean, I'm out of the new cats. I like this guy. There's a guy called Bluey Robinson. I like Bluey. I like Labyrinth, actually. Labyrinth's quite dope. I've worked with him in the past, and I do respect what Labyrinth's doing. There's a couple of new cats coming out though. The youths it's been like really refreshing, especially my brother's age group and those guys. They're still kind of trying to keep the music alive and stuff. So,
And how old are they? What kind of age group?
Well, they're the 30s now. They're the 30-year-olds. They're on it, trying to get the younger ones back into the thing. Back into the real vibe. So
you know how things were going back, say 20 years ago. Right on the kind of the soul and Misha Paris and the Donny had his thing going on and whatever. And then something seemed to have happened, and I'm not too sure what it was. For you as a man on the inside, to just kind of conclude on the interview, but for you as a man on the inside of the game, What do you feel it was? Some people say it was a conspiracy because there was too much bona fide black artists representing, and the industry couldn't handle it. And some people say, nah, the man have had enough back catalogue of music to keep their. What do you reckon?
What do I reckon? At that time when I came out, there were so many artists. Now there's only like me and Omar left. There's not many cats left.
Name some of the artists that was like name brand when you was there. Yeah,
there was Truce. There was Ronnie Jordan. There was AKA. Gosh, Galliano. There was so many. You know what I mean? Me, Lyndon David Hall, Omar. Still About Misha. I mean, there's Sinclair. Noel McCoy. Yeah. There's so many cats, man. I mean, forgive me if I forget anybody, but yeah. There's so many people out at the time. I don't know. I mean, right now, Simon Cowell happened. X Factor happened, and what I sort of found while I was in it was like the level of talent kind of dropped. You didn't have to be so talented to be in the music industry anymore. And with the advent of computers coming in, and you can just sit at home and make a beat now. So anybody can be a star now, you know what I mean? So it kind of, I remember when drum machines first come out, drummers were really vexed, man, because it was putting them out of a job. Because all the tracks had drum machines on it, and we're like, man, soon from now you won't need no drummer. Yeah. And all of a sudden now you don't need a band, you can do it all in your laptop. Like tonight I did the whole show in my laptop.
So you're putting musicians out of work?
When the promoter doesn't have the budget, then you kind of have to think, well, how am I going to still get this thing to come across the right way? You have to cut some corners. So my laptop helps me. The Mac helps me.
Hey, I'm only messing with you, bro. Cause me and you run too tight, man. Yeah. Too tight. So how did you hook up with the guys from Soul Unique?
Soul Unique, me and we go way back. Dean was a friend of the family. Sean, I met through Dean, and I've done a few shows with Soul Unique. Love the vibe here. So when they said to me, boy, you want to come and do something on the 30th? I thought it's a bit near the end of the year, mate, but you know what? Let me get up, come out of the house and do something. You know what I mean? So yeah, all good.
Okay, man. Anything you want to add?
I've got a new album coming out 2013, so look out for that. I'm going to be leaking some tracks out the beginning of the year. I'm giving some away. I'm going to give like 3 songs away off this new album. Ty's on it. I'm trying to get Carl McIntosh, Rick Clark, Omar, everybody. I want to get a whole lot of them.
Did you say Carl McIntosh?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring Carl on, get Carl on my tracks, man. Because I grew up listening to Carl as well. You know what I mean? So
you need to bring Carl. Yeah. You need that brother there.
He needs. We need to bring some loose ends in the vibe. So yeah, next year I got a new album. More stuff with Grace Jones. I'll be on tour with Grace Jones again. What else am I doing?
What's she like to tour with?
Grace. Amazing Grace, man. It's a great tour. I mean, we're playing to 4,000 people a night. It's just jammed, and just basically you just bring your passport and your suitcase to the airport, and sometimes you don't even know where you're going. She's just like, come on, Danny, we're going somewhere. And we're gone. And you get there, and it's, you know what I mean? It's all happening. So yeah, we'll be doing some of that next year, and some more Donny shows, and yeah, just look out. www.donnymusic.com. Okay.
And give a little artistic shout out to the Soul Unique crew, please, sir, and we can go.
Yeah. To everybody in the Soul Unique crew, big up yourself. Thanks for the support. Much love, and we're gonna see you at the next one as well. Make sure you come down and support UK Soul. Yeah. All right. One love.
Man, Donny, peace. Take care, bro. Bless.